Dragon Ball DAIMA is a pivotal addition to the Dragon Ball franchise, marking the series' 40th anniversary and serving as Akira Toriyama's final completed project before his passing. As both a celebration and a farewell, DAIMA holds immense significance for fans worldwide. It represents a full-circle moment, tying together Toriyama's legendary storytelling that began with Dragon Ball in 1984, and now concludes with a new adventure featuring Goku in his mini-form, much like the Kid Goku from the original series. Dragon Ball DAIMA is more than just the latest chapter in the beloved Dragon Ball franchise. It's a monumental celebration marking the 40th anniversary of the series that changed the landscape of anime and manga forever. As a tribute to fans old and new, DAIMA takes us on a nostalgic yet fresh journey, blending the lighthearted spirit of Goku's early adventures with the high-stakes actions of later arcs. This series doesn't just revisit iconic moments, it reinvents them, and nowhere is this clearer than in its stunning opening and ending theme songs. The music and visuals create a bridge between past and present, offering keen-eyed fans plenty to discover. From subtle homages to classic battles and iconic moments to hint about new storylines and lore expansions, the opening and ending themes of Dragon Ball DAIMA are brimming with details that enhance the viewing experience. In this breakdown, we'll dive deep into the Easter eggs and references hidden in DAIMA's opening and ending, exploring their significance and what they reveal about this all-new series. Whether it's a blink-and-miss-it reference to classic arcs or foreshadowing of the adventures ahead, we've got you covered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to support us on this journey and make sure you have notifications enabled. Also, make sure to join our Discord server, Hype's World, the ultimate hangout spot for Dragon Ball fans to discuss everything from the latest DAIMA episodes to classic moments from the series. Join from the link in the description and keep the conversation going. Now that we're done with that, let's uncover the secrets hidden in DAIMA's theme songs together. I'm sure you already know that the opening and ending songs are composed by the Grammy Award-winning artist Zedd, but did you know that the background score for the opening, Jaka Jan, is a rearrangement of Zedd's song Out of Time taken from his album Telos? Go check it out now on YouTube and that'll let you know what I'm talking about. The opening starts off with the 3 Dragon Balls from Demon Realm. This isn't the first time we've seen a set that has less than 7 Dragon Balls. In Dragon Ball Super manga, when we were introduced to the Cerulean Dragon Balls, we found out that the set only has 2 balls. The number 3 does seem to have some significance in DAIMA's story. 3 levels of Demon Realm, 3 kings, 3 Dragon Balls, 3 Tamagamis, 3 villains, 3 siblings, the trio Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo from the main Z team, and even these 3 arrows pointing to 3 different directions in the ending theme. If all that wasn't enough, episode 3 is titled DAIMA, which is actually the title of the series. Moving on, the next visual shows us Goku trying to reach for the Dragon Balls, which reminds me of Dragon Ball Super's ending, 10, by a 70cm square window, which contains a similar shot of Goku reaching for the sun. We then see the fish creature that we saw in the first episode that allowed Goma to go in and out of the Demon Realm. We'll probably see it again next episode when Glorio stops there to get permission to enter the Demon Realm. It reminds me of King Yama's check-in station, which sends the souls to either hell or heaven based on their deeds. So this location is kind of a check-in station that connects the Demon Realm with the outside world. The title card drops and reads, Dragon Ball DAIMA. Now in case you're wondering what's the origin behind the word DAIMA, well, allow me to help you out. The word DAIMA is not actually a Japanese word, it's a made-up one. The Demon Realm in Japanese is called Daimakai, which literally translates to Great Demon Realm. If you spell the word in English, Daimakai, you'll get the idea behind the origin of the word DAIMA. The next shot shows us a look at the Demon Realm as the camera pans into this rocky area of the Demon Realm. We then see Goku, Pansy, Glorio, and Supreme Kai walking together on the cliffside. Notice how Supreme Kai walks beside Glorio, because if you remember in episode 2, we saw that Supreme Kai doesn't trust Glorio much. So I guess that's why he's sticking close to him to keep an eye on his moves. Next, we see Bulma and Pansy repairing something together. It's safe to say that Pansy is kind of a mechanic like Bulma, and they'll probably share some good times in the story as well. Plus, if you notice, Pansy's outfit has a gear logo, which further adds to my guess that she's good with machineries. Pansy's design actually resembles 2 characters drawn by Toriyama in the past, the female builder from Dragon Quest II and Bouquet from Blue Dragon. Other than the obvious hairstyle, the female builder from Dragon Quest II also wears gloves, a scarf, and boots, and carries a bag just like Pansy and DAIMA. We then cut to see the team going across one side of the screen to the other. In the background, we can see the 1-star Tamagami with a sword guarding the 1-star Dragon Ball, which we saw briefly in episode 1 at Goma's castle. Then 2-star Tamagami with a trident in the waters, reminds me of Aquaman. And finally, the 3-star Tamagami with a sledgehammer in the rocky areas. Basically, there are 3 Tamagamis in the 3 levels of Demon Realm, each guarding a Dragon Ball within them. You will find their designs to be very familiar with the Japanese Ultraman. The characters moving from one side of the screen to the other heavily reminds reminds me of the GT Ending 2, which has a very similar shot. Speaking of the characters, this is a new character that we haven't been introduced to yet. We'll probably get to know more about it soon. Goku and Pansy seem to become good friends from the start, and we could see them playing here. Notice how when Piccolo enters the screen, we shift to the second level of the Demon Realm, where I believe the Namekian race majorly used to live. We'll get to that once we discuss the ending theme. And then there's the classic rock paper scissors game that Goku and Vegeta used to decide who goes first to fight, and Goku wins this one just like what happened against Kid Buu. Next, we see every other cast member in their mini forms except Gohan and Videl. I hope we learn about their whereabouts soon. Goten, Trunks, and Dende are basically babies now, so let's not expect them to do something in the series. The next shot shows us Goma, Degasu, and Dr. Arinzu along with Deborah and his father, Abora, in the background. We'll definitely see more of the father-son duo as the series progresses. We also get our first look at the evil third eye, which means that someone will eventually get it in the series. Who do you think it'll be? Goma, the other kings in the other levels of Demon Realm, or Dr. Arinzu? Do let us know in the comments. If you notice the Japanese lyrics of the song, they mention Toriyama Akira in them in a very interesting way, as a tribute to the writer who's no longer with us. However, the English translation does not reference Toriyama in any way. The scene transitions into the next one with feathers and another shot of adult Goku surrounded by these feathers. This could also be a tribute to Toriyama because Tori in Japanese means a bird, and Goku, the main character, is surrounded by these feathers. We see Goku riding his Nimbus Cloud along with the Power Pole. Does this mean we'll see adult Goku with Power Pole and Nimbus in the series? Well, I hope we do. Notice how we see 3 ships. The top one is Glorio's, the bottom one is Kaioshin's, but who could the middle ship belong to? The logo on it actually belongs to the 3rd Demon Realm Military Corps. But the fact that it is flying alongside Goku and the others, could it be that someone from the Demon Corps becomes an ally of Goku? We then see a Minotaur with red eyes looking at the camera with an angry face. This design in Daima could be a nod to Toriyama's Minotaur design in Blue Dragon. The Demon Realm is filled with strange characters. As the series progresses, we'll discover more of them, and there'll be more characters that resemble old Toriyama characters in some way or the other. The next shot shows a beam of light rising from the platform, which I think could be the summoning of the dragon from the Demon Realm. What do you think? In the next scene, we see everyone fighting at that platform I talked about in the previous shot. Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo can be seen fighting the Demon Corps, and we see those ships again. Notice how there's another mysterious creature who's trying to hit them, but we don't see its design. Judging by the arms alone, it looks like a pretty huge being. We see Goku turning Super Saiyan, a shot of Pansy and Glorio firing their guns, and Piccolo and Vegeta powering up too. Notice the background behind Pansy and Glorio. If you've watched Dragon Ball Heroes, you would remember a character named Lags who belonged to the Glass Tribe, which was annihilated by Frieza's ancestor, Lord Chilled. The Glass Tribe had the ability to create objects out of glass, so does this shot mean that the Demon Realm has Glass Tribe people as well? We also see Goma powering up. Do you think he might have a transformation hidden up his sleeves? Let us know in the comments. Then we see the 3 siblings, Degasu, Shin, and Dr. Arinzu. Next, we see Super Saiyans Goku and Vegeta fighting 1-star Tamagami. Then Piccolo joins the fight when fighting against 2-star Tamagami, and Piccolo blocking an attack from the 3-star Tamagami. Goku and Vegeta also start fighting each other, probably because they both want to fight the Tamagami alone and the other is interfering. The opening ends with a cool classic Nakatsuru shot of Super Saiyan Goku firing up a Kamehameha, and that's how the opening ends. Now, if you remember, GT Opening 2 also ended in the same way and was animated by Nakatsuru as well. GT Opening ended with Goku transforming into his Super Saiyan forms and firing the Kamehameha in Super Saiyan 4. Could this actually be a hint that we would see Super Saiyan 4 or an alternate version of it in Daima? Before moving to the ending theme, if you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel and lets us know you're hyped for more Dragon Ball breakdowns. The ending theme begins with, again, a reference to the Dragon Ball Super's ending 10 by a 70cm square window, as we now see Goku reaching for the skies. We also see Namek houses in this shot. Notice they're located near a waterfall. In case you don't remember, Nameks thrive only on water. They don't need to eat anything else to survive. But Piccolo said in episode 2 that Neva was the only Namek who stayed back to protect the Dragon Balls in the Dragon Realm and the others escaped to the outside world. So, how is it possible that there's so many houses? I think after the Nameks left, the other inhabitants of the Demon Realm took over their houses and started living there. Hope we get answers in future episodes. We also see the Ajiza trees and old rusty Namek houses. This realm's environment and its looks totally resemble the planet Namek that we've seen in the Dragon Ball series so far. Also, is that a moon? In the next shot, we see an entirely new race in the Demon Realm, these little beings with pointy ears. We then see several new shots of all the levels in the Demon Realm. The next shot of everyone chilling out at the lake surely is a nod to this scene in GT Opening 2. Notice that the ship here is different. It's neither Glorio's nor Kaioshin's. It probably belongs to this new character who can be seen swimming in the lake. The interior of the ship has 4 seats and is bigger than Glorio's. Then, we see Goku and Glorio Glorio sitting on a rock facing opposite directions. This could be a hint that Glorio has some ulterior motives that he's hiding right now, because in one shot of the trailer we can clearly see Goku getting his guard up against Glorio. So, we're sure to see Goku versus Glorio at some point in the series, but what could his secret motive be? Next we see Glorio acting as a big brother, staying up all night to protect little Goku and his friends. In the next shot, Bulma can be seen wearing a t-shirt that says 40. This 40 could be for the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, which is this year, and in case you didn't know, Daima is produced as a commemoration of the 40th anniversary of the series. Bulma is a character we know from episode 1, so her wearing the 40 t-shirt makes sense for the 40th anniversary of the series. We then see Goku and the gang cooking a big fish for lunch. This could be a callback to the first episode of Dragon Ball when Bulma's car hit Goku as he was coming from the lake with a huge fish. And let's not forget that Goku promised Gohan to go fishing back in DBZ once everything was back to peace. Next, we see Pansy holding a device that resembles the Dragon Radar, but could it actually be a Dragon Radar, or is it just a normal compass? So far, we've seen Pansy carrying a dagger, a gun, a mask, and now a compass. She's a resourceful person. The ending theme ends with Goku running towards a cliff and feathers around him assemble to become a bird. As I said in the beginning, the birds in the opening and ending themes could be a tribute to Toriyama, but there's another reference in this scene that links Dragon Ball Z Ending 2 with this final shot of Daima ending. In DBZ Ending, Gohan faces the camera as a bird's feather falls off the screen, and now we see Goku facing the camera as the feathers become a bird that flies off, signifying that the bird, Toriyama, has departed to the heavens, leaving behind Goku on the ground. That's a wrap on our breakdown of the Dragon Ball Daima opening and ending theme songs. I hope you enjoyed uncovering all those Easter eggs and references with us. Let me know in the comments if you spotted something we missed or your thoughts on what these clues could mean for the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.